Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to their Stellaris playthrough here. We're going to the end with this one. I want to see exactly what happens. It's the first time we're playing with a hive mind, a gestalt consciousness, and because we got some feedback from somebody that wanted to see a more militaristic playthrough after the last one. So, let's make that happen. I've chosen to build this race after the primes from the Peter F. Hamilton book. Well, I guess the saga is called the Commonwealth Saga. Judas Unchained is the second one, and now I can't remember the first one, but you can look it up, Peter F. Hamilton. So, they are hive-minded, they're intelligent, they're traditional, and they're sedentary. They don't move around a whole lot. They also are one-minded with a subsumed will. So we're focusing on unity and technology a little bit here, basically. And just so you know, this situation is checksum is modified. Well, that's not really true, but okay. So the situation with these guys is, and now we're going to be role-playing them, is that they hate everybody. They think everybody's out for competition, and if you leave anyone alive in the entire universe, or in this case, galaxy, then, you know, you really have to worry about them coming for you later. So we have to kill everything as soon as we can. That's really what it comes down to. The universe is ours. Ours is the universe. All right, so we got to take a look at our options off the bat. So these are interesting. This one seems very appealing because we have somebody who's an expert in the field manipulation. We've also could use improved deflectors. Capacity overload, however, I find can be very valuable later on. So let's do that. Over here, Autonomous Drone 5 could unlock a biolab for us at a pretty good clip. I do like having the extra unity early on, though. I think I have to look for that as our main option here. And then engineering, ceramo metal armor is great. This guy's just got a spark of genius. He's just really fast at everything. Let's at least get an engineering facility. Might as well. We're going to want that later anyway, no matter what the deal is. So we've got our home planet, Dyson Alpha. And it's got a few resources on it that have not yet been exploited. So we can build those mining stations. That's the first thing we'll do. The second thing, of course, is we're going to have our science ship go out. So we are smack dab in the middle of this arm as it travels out. But we're also in a very good position as far as choke points go. If we build a strong defense here and expand this way, here and here are the other two choke points. If we can take all of this constellation, well, it's not really a constellation, but you get at one point. That would be huge. To that end, I'm going to explore once in this direction, and then I'm going to explore as much as I can over here. So let's unpause it and speed things up a little bit. I forgot to open up the Twitch chat. There we go. Now I can see who's talking on Twitch. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about putting together a guide. I want to get a little more play time with the Apocalypse. Well, not the DLC, because the DLC is very limited in the amount of things that it changes. In fact, many people think that it's way overpriced for what it provides you, like 2 extra ship classes. Woo-wee! But the patch that came along with it is massive. And I think I'm going to put together an update to my previous Stellaris guide, because there are quite a lot of people still watching it and reading and playing through Stellaris itself. Alright, now our capital world here. It's probably a good idea to make the next area we grow into a food area. Yep, I'm happy with that. So there's no problems there. Let's boost it up to speed 3. Ooh, we've got a continental world. Even better. Because if you build a fortress on that world, it makes it even harder. You have to not only knock out the starbase that's there, but you also have to knock out the fortress that's on the planet. So you have to take out the planet. That takes a long time, I found, in the other game that I was playing. All right, so we found sentient life, etc., etc. What kind of... can't even look at it? What the hell? There we go. It's not a big planet, so that's too bad. But that's okay. That suggests to me that our very next thing we want to do is build a starbase over there as soon as we're done building those mining stations. We'll come back and get this science right after we get the... Actually,
Situation log updated.
do we want the science now? That's a pretty big boost. +2.
Complete.
Actually increases it by 33%. So maybe we do that first. Let's build that for 90. Get a little bit faster physics science going on here. Can't do anything until it's fully explored anyway. Okay, so fully explored. Now let's go check out the other direction. Oh, we're also in a situation where I definitely want to build another science ship because we just passed 200 energy credits, and we can send the other science ship out in the other direction. It's not that big of a deal, but here's the thing: with the new
Construction complete.
changes, we absolutely want to locate as many of these good planets as possible and start building out towards them.
Complete.
Because jumping a long distance over areas that you have not yet colonized is very expensive. And in this area, the planet itself is what's giving us that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could go either way. This could be a food or a science planet. Food's probably not bad. It'll help us grow. We definitely want expansion in our early pick here, because that will significantly increase the speed at which we can grow these colonies.
Star system charted.
All right, we got our science ship built. Let's assign a brand new leader. Which one do we want? Ideally, anomaly research speed is good. Anomaly fail risk, even better when we're getting a brand new recruit who is... and we don't have any good leaders. We don't want them to die and fail and what have you. So let's send him out on a little mission here. See if we can't find more about these areas just outside of our borders. Oh boy, that's not a very encouraging sight. The only thing we get is 3 energy from that system. I'm trying to get most of the areas searched that are within a certain range of us. That's more important than... Oh. The range is more important than apparent distance. Alright, so our construction ship here is ready. That means we're going to have Dice and Alpha start building a colony ship because we hit 300. We're actually going a little faster than I expected. The colony ship's going to move over here in anticipation of building a star base there. Well, thank you, G. Uh-oh. Ahime? G. Ahime? Maybe the E is silent? I don't know. So the major new changes, you got to build star bases to claim territory. Your planets no longer grow in influence sizes. No matter what happens, unless I build another star base to control these other stars, Dyson is the only star I control. That's a pretty decent area. That's got 8 resources. 8 is passable. Well, 6 is passable. 8 is pretty good. 10 is great, and anything above that is amazing. The reason you care about the density is because it costs... Well, it costs resources to build all that stuff in the first place, but more importantly, every system you control with a star base increases your science and tradition costs by 2%. Let's see. Special project. Mining base. A Rassian mining operation that was active in this world some 1.2 million years ago.
Situation
We don't know anything
updated.
about it. What do we need there? Oh, there were Rassians, or who we're trying to find. They were an interstellar power that held sway. 6-limbed mammalian Arassians are unusually weak immune systems. Some sources claim Arassians were rendered extinct by the Jerovian pox. So we're going to learn more about them. A tundra world. Damn, we don't know anything about living on tundra worlds. We're wet. We want ocean and tropical if we can find them. That's our niche. Alright. So this guy's building a starbase. We can see that. The starbases, by the way, wind up falling into 2 categories in the outliner here on the right. Shipyards are starbases that have been upgraded with a shipyard. And everything else is star bases that are at least level 2. Level 1 star bases are really just considered an outpost. But we start with a level 2 star base here, called a star port. So you have outpost, starport, starhold, star fortress, star citadel, I want to say. And this is where we start, just with a starport that has a shipyard in it. And it also has a crew gestation chambers, which means that when we dock ships at this starport, they... see, this says it's orbiting.
Construction.
That means it's using less minerals and less energy to upkeep those ships. If we, for example, give these ships an order to go somewhere else, you can see that our mineral production went from 17 to 16. We hit B to send them back to base, which every fleet now has a home base, which is awesome. It goes back up to 17. So, very important to keep your ships docked at a starport that has those special crew quarters, or else you're gonna have a bad time. Now, we have someone here without a building. We can fix that. Thankfully, we get new little icons here that tell us what's going on with those
construction complete
cities. So we just finished our colony ship, and it's costing us an extra 8, I think, because this is a colony ship, so we have to, you know, keep everybody on it alive and stuff. So we'll go colonize this planet. Where do we colonize it? This will give us decent options, but not great ones. We'll only get 2 that won't be overwritten. This will also be 2 that's not overwritten. Let's put it there. Belzar Prime, this is going to be a food planet. I'm going to focus it on food, and I put an F at the end of my planet so that I remember what they focus on. The capital almost always is a science-focused one. If we look here, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 of these are science. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. 1, 2, 3. Technically 4, I guess. Energy.
Complete.
I'm really just counting the base tiles. 5 energy. There's 5 of everything on the home planet, so it could really go any way. But in fact, the home planet has no tiles that produce nothing, right? So the home planet is kind of always everything, unless you want to overwrite those things. Okay, hang on. Here's a lot of minerals. Let's build a starbase over here, because this is a nice dense area. That's a 10 star Zoldar.
Technology secure.
There's a first technology. We got the engineering facility.
Construction.
Ooh, a mining network 2 upgrade can be very valuable early in the game. Thing is, now we need an energy production upgrade. We also need the matching energy production upgrade, or that mining upgrade winds up being very expensive. So our colony ship is in the process of finally colonizing this Belizier.
Colonization in progress.
One of the new Ascension perks, the Mastery of Nature, now allows you to make planets larger. So the fewer spaces they have in terms of size, the better you can do. So this one might give us 1 or 2 extra slots if we get Mastery of Nature. It's more valuable if you have small planets. This is looking good. That's a 30% risk, but you know what? We gotta try. Go for it. Because you're careful, right? Autonomous Drone 50. We can rely on you. I think we can. And Zoldar wound up just being a 10, but 10 is still great. He's investigating 425619. And then what else does he have to research? Oh, wow, there's a lot of other planets he can look at here. And the asteroid was a junkyard by someone at some point in distant past. discarded machinery, lots of extra minerals. That is a planet that is going to be very valuable to us. We want to build our way out towards that as well. These two are kind of garbage. We're going to ignore those unless there's something really good on the other side of this. You can see here, if we take a look at this little arrow, this planet has buildings that can be upgraded. So it's pointing us to the fact that we now have that the engineering facility. And we already have a lot of engineering, but we're going to upgrade it anyway, because more engineering in the early game is pretty good. Almost always good. German for Geheim secret. Oh, okay. It's not German. It's definitely German. Okay, I got it. I'm with you. We have some scientists leveling up. Our little combat swarm here has nothing to do because another of the big changes from the patch is that you cannot explore with your military ships. You just can't. We're going to want an admiral here. Let's recruit one before we need it so that we won't be scrambling for resources later. Weapons ranged versus... I like the sublight speed one. They slowed down the time it takes to go from across an empire. So having that extra sublight speed can be very valuable because if you want to move from like, you know, one side, if you come in from here and you want to move to there, you have to actually travel the whole distance. You can't just warp again from outside of the range. What is that? That's a barren world. All right, we gained a second one of these starbase influence costs. That's kind of meh. We'll get more star. We already have one of 3. We haven't really built a second. Now this is, by the way, upgraded starbases. You can have infinite star outposts. Starbase at outpost level. Capital buildings produce an additional unity. You know I love the extra unity because if we're going to expand as far and as fast as possible, unity becomes a problem. You can tell because if you go in traditions here and you hover over this, you can see one colony. So every extra planet you colonize outside of the first, your home world, costs you an extra 20% in tradition, which is huge. And every extra system costs an extra 2%, which is very small, but it adds up. So right now we only have the one planet and one system. We're building onto Zoldar right now, which will give us a second system.
Star system charted.
All right, so that's 5 and 7. That's damn good. I want to get all 3 of these as soon as I can as well.
Construction complete.
Yeah, actually, here's a good line. 1, 2, 3. These 3 choke points help block off all of this as mine.
Complete.
There's a nebula up there. Nebulas can be valuable.
Anomaly found.
Another anomaly found. This guy's careful. We'll let him give it another shot. It's a little high level for him. This is... It's a small thing rotating around the sun. It's that stupid ceramic bowl or disc or whatever it is. Now, I want these mining stations, but I have to choose one to start with. Build that mining station first. Why don't you? Meanwhile, on the capital, the next guy's going here. And I think we want to convert that to minerals when he gets built. We'll lose access to the 1 food, but he'll build a total of 3 minerals there. Because you can see we're kind of plodding along at 17 minerals. That's not a lot. We need more of that. We're going to run into an energy problem fairly soon. So this is that ceramic container problem. This is one of those high-risk, high-rewards ones, I think. We're going to investigate it with somebody eventually. Maybe not right now. Let's continue, you know, exploring. I think after we finish Zoldar, we should go to this one here just so we can grab those 3 energy credits. We're still colonizing Belazir Prime, so we're down an extra 8 for that colonization cost. You can see that right there. Colonization cost is 8. The colony ship costs 8 just existing, so you don't want to build them until you're actually ready to colonize. Alright, so let's get another one of those. Oh, we need this one here. Build a mining station there. What's the goal of this game? That's an interesting question. like many of the Paradox games, it's kind of just, it's whatever it is. It's its own thing. You kind of make your own plan, but there's actually a victory condition, so there's that. If you own 40% of all habitable planets, you win a domination victory. If you conquer or subjugate all other empires, you also win a conquest victory. If your federation owns 60% of the habitable planets, you also win. So that's kind of, expansion is the main win condition. I don't know if they're going to add in more diplomatic or cultural or trade type victories in the future like many other 4X games have. I don't mind it being solely dedicated to conquest or something like that, but I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out eventually. So we're building up our mineral income. Our energy credits are going to continue to be weak until this colony is self-sustaining. 3 more months, and then it will be able to sustain itself 2 more months now. Our construction ship needs more orders. We don't have 180, so let's zoom in and tell you where to go again. We found another anomaly over here. Impressive structures on the surface of that planet, practically begging for some archaeological work. These are all very high-level anomalies. We're going to send in our careful autonomous drone 3 again and hope that it doesn't roll the dice poorly on his anomaly research. Because there is a chance of failure on these anomalies, and if you do fail, there's a chance... Oh, there's another anomaly, but this one is only a level 1, and our scientist is level 2, so the failure risk is much lower over here. Unusual energy readings from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. So sometimes when you fail, it's just like, meh, there was nothing there. Oh well, wasted a little time. Sometimes when you fail, it's like, the ship was destroyed, and the scientist was killed, and we have no idea what happened. And it's like, well, that's no great. And I forgot the T in that word. What is the goal this time? When you should do the capacity overlord edict. It really does help the economy. You're absolutely right. I do not have it yet. You can see I'm getting it in 2 months, and then we'll be able to use the capacity overlord edict. However, that does take 300 influence, if I remember correctly, and that will make it very difficult to expand, because it costs 75 influence to expand into every unclaimed system. Unless we got that tradition already that lowers it. No, not leaders. The planet is uninhabited, but not unvisited. The surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved by some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. We gained a little engineering research. We found basically Space Stonehenge. And we tried to learn more about how they made it. We can look back a little bit more at these shipyards, at these stations if you want. The magnetic field experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed. The event has interchanged the positions of the planet magnetic poles, and we learned a little bit about physics. Fantastic. We're about to grab that capacity overload. And that might very well be something I want to look into soon. We're positive on energy credits right now. We don't need it. And the longer I wait, the more that 20% is actually going to matter. All right, research speed +5. I have a real hard time turning that down, except that we also have Power Plant 2, which is very valuable if we want to upgrade all our mineral production. We need to pay for it with energy. And Blue Laser is also attractive, but the fact that we want Power Plant 2 to go with our mineral extraction too, because we're getting that right now out of Autonomous Drone 59 here. He's researching that. He's going to have it for us. We trust him. Field manipulation gives us a much faster research of this thing. So let's research this quickly, and then we can go on to something else. Oh, I forgot. We also got extra unity per month, and we get additional edicts for free added to our list. Now, growth speed +10% is pretty good because we're going to be growing a lot on both our homeworld and our new planets. So I'm thinking that one also lines up with our biology concept. Hydroponics farms, not necessary yet. We're getting an entire planet that's basically devoted to producing food here. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with it. Once this guy's ready, we'll build him a special hydroponics farm that will help him do his job better. All right, unpause. So this is the shipyard. This is the new thing that you can get. This is a level 2. Level 1s don't actually have any interface like this at all. They're basically... Actually, you can see a level 1 here. See, this says Bells here Station. That's just this. It's nothing. You can't build any modules. You can't build any buildings. And if you look at the details, it's got a single guided missile slot, and that's it. Some really low-level armor, and that's it. So it's kind of easy to take out. But if we look at this one here, this is our home system. It's level 2, and it's significantly stronger. Hold on. Presence of pre-space civilization. Well, then we got to blow them up after observing them for a short time. So this one here is actually 2 medium mass drivers plus a... So it almost triples the output of the damage that this thing can do. And it has much more defenses, much more hull points, and even more important, I can build additional defense platforms, up to 6 of them, to make this thing stronger. And then, that doesn't even count the fact this is a level 2. You can then build a level 3, level 4, level 5, and everyone gives it more default armament, more hit points, and it gives you more slots with which to build things on the starport. It's really well done overall, I think. Let's get another one of them. Mining stations, so we get some more energy credits. Let's take a look at those edicts we just unlocked. They might be valuable. So, learning campaign costs food as opposed to influence. That could be very good, because right now, our monthly food surplus isn't really helping us that much. If we had a surplus of like 15 or 20, it would be very valuable. But right now, it's only 4. We don't lose much by spending some money on the learning campaign, which will increase the leader experience gain, which will be valuable because we can get our scientists leveled up faster that are doing all those anomaly research. But the drone campaign, increasing growth speed on our planets, much better too. We don't need a war drone campaign. That's the capacity overload that we were referring to earlier in the chat there. You haven't missed much, Azimar. Map the Stars, also very good and much less expensive. Let's take Map the Stars. Now, the way the new edicts system works is you pay an upfront cost and then it lasts for, in this case, it looks like 11 years. So we'll pay that. And this is also 11. You're going to pay this and we're going to pay this. So now we get the bonuses of all of these things. And the edict duration, oh, it's 11 years because we have the hive mind trait. So normally it's 10 years. All right. Let's continue. Right now, we're finally getting a decent mineral income. We found some aliens. Advanced alien life. It could be anything. But let's find out what it is. Investigate the gamma aliens. I want to know. We need a scientist of skill 2 or higher once they're done looking in all the local close places. I guess we'll do survey. I'm trying to find, there's got to be another wet planet for us.
Star system charted.
Somewhere around here. So this is where we found the gamma aliens. We're researching them right now. And we'll build a research station here to gather a little bit more engineering research. We got lots of engineering research. Very little society research, but I think our planets have that covered, right? Yeah, society research on this planet's okay. 2 society slots and 1 physics slot. So if we do need to clear some of these blockers on our planets, 2 dense jungles. Dense jungles currently the thing that would benefit us the most, but still not much. Once we find a second planet to colonize, maybe that will help us. All right, the construction ship is already working. Let's speed it up to level speed 3 here. Use the natives for additional society. Yes, we'll definitely do that until we can kill them and take their stuff. Mining network 2. Bingo. Perfect. Next, what do we need next? A nebula refinery is pretty nice. If we were in a nebula, that would matter. Strike craft can be pretty valuable if the enemy doesn't have any point defense or flak or anything. But right now, I think I want to go for a mineral processing plant. That one is probably the most important at the moment, because it'll increase the output of a planet by 10%, all their mineral production. So you put one of these on every planet, and it pretty significantly improves your odds there. An alpine world. We're not good with the alpine. Nope. We don't really know too much about any dry planets. We're not good at living there. We need water.
Charted.
And that's actually in keeping with the Peter F. Hamilton sci-fi book. Go frickin' buy it. I'll look it up. We got traditions to look at here. First, new colonies start with one additional pop can be pretty valuable, but this one will help us get the next traditions sooner. You can see next tradition colony cost is 20%. We take this, it goes down to 16. So all the colonies, instead of increasing our tradition cost by 20%, they only... oh, Pandora's Star is the one I'm thinking of. That's the first one. I guess Misspent Youth technically counts, but really Pandora's Star from 2004, Peter F. Hamilton. Really fantastic book. Leads directly into Judas Unchained, which is amazing. Love those books. But in those books, the primes, the race that I've constructed here, kind of rely on water, so having them on wet planets made sense. Ooh, an abandoned gateway. Now, we don't know anything about gateways, we don't know how to repair gateways, but one day... Wait a minute. Why did it just show us... Oh, where's this gateway? I think it showed us the wrong... I think it was supposed to be showing us the text about this here, these guys here, the hegemonic imperialists, the rightful rulers of the galaxy. Well, we would disagree with you on that, in fact. In fact, I think we can't rival them because they're not directly adjacent. Only neighboring empires with a relative power greater than pathetic and less than overwhelming can be declared as rivals. So they're not neighboring us yet, but we know we have to go and check out these planets close to them.
Complete.
In fact, let's get this planet. I know that's got a 3 instead of a 2, but this one is more strategically valuable to us. Oh, that's a very good planet, though. Look at that, 14, and it's not even done yet. I do want to work my way out this way as well. Oh, this is the gateway right here. Hang on, I'm sorry. We did find a gateway. So if we zoom in here, we can see here's this disabled gateway. Once you get the technology to rebuild the gateways, you can then use them to travel to any other gateway in the galaxy, as I understand it, or maybe only the closest ones. I'm not sure. But it acts like a new way to travel instead of the hyperlanes, which you're forced into hyperlanes in the new patch, by the way, which I think was a very smart move. The other ways were very problematic. You can read through the developer diaries if you are interested in their rationale, but the fact that they had 3 different types of FTL travel made it very difficult to balance, and it made the wars this contest of jumping around and not being able to catch people. And that's kind of still a little bit the case, but not nearly as much. Alright, so he's going to secure this frontier, and I think if I can get enough resources, I'm going to upgrade that to a star base and make that our front line against these guys. This is another good front line, but we got to see what we can find here. Oh, man, look, he's got a great planet, a great system right next to him. That's a 10-density star there.
Star system charted.
That one finally finished. It is what it is. Just do everything over there. That's good.
Construction complete.
Oh, we got construction complete. Let's immediately follow that up with construction of a mining station. Now you can see here, our food surplus is slowly filling up. Once it hits the top, then it speeds up our growth on these planets. Now we can see here we've got this planet has pops that lack buildings to work in. That's always a bad situation. Let's increase our food production there. And let's pop back in here. We can start upgrading these mining things. It's going to cost us more energy, but we're also getting that happening soon. And this is going to grow up soon as well, so we'll build them a hydroponics farm so it's ready when they get there. And we still have some minerals left to go. An alpine world. Come on! What do these guys like? They like dry worlds, don't they? No, they like wet worlds! They have the tropical world as the home world. We wants it, and we'll take it.
Complete.
Soonish. Soon-ish. We really need to find another world. It's got to be up here, right? Usually you spawn with at least 2 planets near you that have similar types, if not the same. as your home world. But we can't find them.
Star system charted.
2, 3. Could
Star
be here.
System charted.
All right, we got a new tradition. Does discovery anomaly fail risk reduced and anomaly discovery chance increased? I really kind of like that because we don't need the colony thing. So let's take that while we're doing all this exploration. That can be valuable. We won't get an Ascension perk quite as quickly, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. We need these anomalies to provide us all the good things in life. And the construction ship is working on that starbase. And I have enough to upgrade this starbase, so that's what we're going to do. That way they can't roll right through here if we do start a war. In fact, controlling this one here is also important. Because if we get into a stalemate where I can't fight them, I'm going to need access to more... I want access to the other stars. So this guy, as soon as he's done, he's going to come over here and build a starbase. You can see it costs 75 influence to get a star... to build a starbase directly next to your territory. It costs a lot more. It costs 150 to go 2 distances out. All right, he's on his way back.
Anomaly found.
Research that anomaly for sure. I'm a little bit concerned by... Let's increase the size of this fleet to 8 of these Phi-class guys. Ooh, translating an alien mural. That sounds like a job for a science ship. Why don't you do that while you're here instead of leaving? I think that's a great idea. We have Power Plant 2. We can get those upgrades on all our planets. Fusion Reactor will help make our ships better. But Physics Lab 1 can help us with the research. Let's get Fusion Reactor and hope to get improved deflectors next time as well. We'll see. And then we also just researched in engineering... mineral processing plant. That's good. Corvette hull points is good. And a coil gun. Yeah, let's get it. Just in case we want to have some military improvements if a war should break out. Alright, so we're grabbing this place right here. A rare genetic mutation present in a small number of drones has allowed them to partly sever their connection to the mind without being rendered comatose. These rogue drones would perish if they ventured too far from the mind's influence. They have established a lair near our borders. From there, they intend to sustain themselves by living as pirates, using their small fleet and crude spacecraft. That's not acceptable. So, we're going to use the fleet interface here and say we want 8 of these Phi-class corvettes, and it's going to cost some money to reinforce it with at least 3. And those will auto-join this fleet here. We don't know yet where...
Enemy presence.
There they are. They're going after our little starbase there. You can see it's not going to be able to fight them off, really.
Special project complete.
This is the mural. We translated the alien mural partly. The text contains a staggering amount of data. Evidently serves as some sort of low-tech library. Wow, that's great. Look at all those. +2 to all 3 texts. And the drone there gains a lot of... So where exactly is this? Oh, that's not too far away either. Thank you, Lando. We appreciate you.
Star system charted.
All right, so we're going to fight them pirates now. Now, we don't have a lot. This is very dangerous, although we blasted right through their shields. Did you see that? Their shields are gone. And we do have the station, which is helping here, and it might be enough to make the difference. Yep, I think it's going to make the difference. They're running away, it looks like. They're trying to get away. There's still missiles coming in from the station. There we go. Only 2 of them left. One is down just to hull. The other one's got a little armor left.
Complete.
What mods am I using right now? I'm using the 1080p UI mod. I think I'm using like one of the realistic galaxies or beautiful universe 2.0, something like that. If you search those, I'm pretty sure those are the 3 that I have turned on right now. Yeah, they're running away. You can't outrun us. Look at those beautiful blue trails. We blew them all up. There we go. Now I'm going to send the fleet back for repairs, because I don't want to lose anybody. Some of them do have some armor damage. Actually, one of them is right down to the, like, is limping home. Meanwhile, we're also getting some more ships joining our fleet. Look at this. That is a treasure trove. I want that. I'm not going to be able to get it. Let's build some research stations and mining stations there. Gulp.
Star system charted.
This, we could build some extra energy grid once we have enough minerals. We're running low on that at the moment. We've upgraded all our mineral production to Mining Network 2. We're short on resources for quite a while now. Partly because our ships are out. There we go. Now we've sped that up. But we know that somewhere out here is the pirate base, and we'll reveal it as soon as the science ship gets there. Wow, there's a lot of good things back here. They're going to get to it before I do, though. Seems like that is the case. I think I want to send him back and get Lando up and running with this construction ship.
Complete.
Head over there, take care of that business. Alright, here's the thing. We just got a new guy, and you know what? We really need the minerals more than the science right now, so we're going to put him there and build him a mineral processing plant, which will increase it by 2, and also increase his the output of the whole planet by 10%, so it gives us a little bit more than a normal mineral.
Technology secured.
Wait a minute, why didn't you finish? So survey, there he's got it. Survey that system, survey this system, survey, survey, survey. Get those. Now, what did we just unlock? Let's take a look. We unlocked growth speed by 10%. Okay, that's good. We can get a biolab, and I think that's what we will get.
Construction complete.
We've detected life signs coming from beneath the barren and lifeless surface of the planet. What manner of organism could possibly live there? I don't know. Let's find out. Now, research alternatives increased by 1, survey speed increased by 35%, and science ship combat evasion that's good, but I think we're going here. When we do find a new colony, I want to be ready, and I want to get that Ascension perk soon. But we can't find another planet right now. We can't. It's nowhere to be seen. Do I want to spend the resources on this? I don't think
Star
so.
system charted.
Let's spend it on this. Get some more science going. This guy's actually growing really fast now, thanks to all these perks that I've got going. Ooh, okay. This is around Ablepus over there. There's a lot of density of resources in this area. So I'm definitely going to start returning and working on that. I gotta find... There's got to be another planet over here. There's got to be. We just have to find it. Let's upgrade this energy so it goes from, what, producing 2 to 3? Yeah, okay. An extra 1 can't hurt. I'm going to try to save up a little bit here because I actually would like a second... No, you know what? This doesn't need to be a starbase. This one is what's protecting everything else, really. Oh, there's a pirate fleet. Let's go deal with it. The way we dealt with Curly Jefferson. We're much stronger now. We should make short work of it. So we know the pirate base is in here somewhere. We also know there's no planet here. Damn it. See how long it takes our damn ships to get from place to place? This construction ship's been moving through Dyson for forever. It's finally over here. And now it's sitting here for days and days and days and days to get to where it's going. Hello, Evil King. Welcome. It's a hive mind gestalt consciousness. So the government is hive mind, basically. Oh yeah, those pirates got roasted. Alright, sending them home.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Let's get some more science going. Oh, we have a guy here that does not have anything to work. Well, I'm pretty sure we're low on... Yeah, we're low on energy. I gotta leave him there and build a nice little power plant for him. Let's upgrade another power plant. There we go. Very, very dense resources up here. I am very happy about all that. However, I'm still a little frustrated that I can't find a third planet to settle on. We know these guys like the same planets I like. What is this? It's a tropical world. The same wet planet type, is what I mean to say. And so we're searching, and we're not finding.
Tactical retreat.
Aha! Is that it? A continental world. Send in the fleet. Build up the colony ship. We can't afford it yet. Next month. Here we go. Colony ship, go. So he had to retreat because there's a pirate base there, but as soon as we take that out,
Construction complete.
we'll go and survey it. And then we will be unstoppable.
Construction complete. Technology secured. Attacking enemy.
Pirate base. It'll actually give us a bunch of resources when we kill the pirate base, if I remember correctly. Let's see. What do we just get here? We got a coil gun. Excellent. Our ships are better. Building build speed increased. I kind of like that one. It probably unlocks other things that are nice about buildings. Maybe building cost reductions. Alright, so as soon as this combat is over, I'm going to survey that thing. ASAP. This combat is taking days and days and days and days and days to clear out the stupid pirate base. Come on. It really is taking that long? I am disappointed, people.
Construction
Just kill it.
complete.
We're down to only 6 ships. We lost some in those pirate fights. There we go. But we gained 80 minerals and 50 energy credits for the trouble. Send these guys back to base, and let's reinforce them a little bit. We'll also upgrade them. And then I'll design my own fleet and ship types in the near future, but for now, I'm just sticking with the default, whatever it auto-upgrades, because the difference is minimal. We're not actually at war with anybody but pirates, so... Go for some robots. That's an interesting call. Robots for this race that hates all living things. I'm not sure they'd like the robot concept. They might be about the bionic concept. I'm basing this species off of a race from a Peter F. Hamilton book. Well, a series. Pandora's Star and Judas Unchained. The Commonwealth Saga is what it's called. But, yeah, there's only the one dry planet that I've found so far. That Alpine world. That's it. And they took the stupid space gateway.
Construction.
Oh,
complete.
hang on. We finished the construction over here. Yeah, build all the things. That has so much stuff on it. I want it all. All right, here we have colony ship. We're going to get that over there ASAP. I would like this to be our other main point of defense if needed. We'll at least force them to go up and around to get to our main empire. So as soon as the construction... Oh, you know what? I need a construction ship over there. Let's build a new one, I guess. I've been avoiding it until now because it's kind of just an extra expense, but it takes so long to get from one side of our empire to the other now. I have to do that. And this construction ship is busy building valuable things. So you can't say it's not busy. Because it is. Alright, our homeworld actually needs to get some stuff cleared out. Minerals are hurting us the most right now, so let's see if we can clear a block around a mineral. Yes, right here. Pops that lack. Which pop? This one. We'll give it a power plant building. That'll get us back in the energy credits situation.
Construction.
There's our construction ship, sending it over here. We'll need 100 minerals. It's going to probably take at least 4 months for the stupid construction ship to get all the way over there. Ooh, orbital station. Served as the headquarters for the Arassian Concordance Authority of Disease Control some 1.2 million years ago. They were wiped out.
Updated.
Alright, so the construction ship's heading over there. Oh, look at this guy. This guy. Like, he could just do that. Look at all of those beautiful, beautiful resources. Alien vessel in the E. Why does it point me there? That's weird.
Anomaly found.
Ancient precursor civilization on this world. Research it. This. What is this? Huh. An alien space station that we don't know much about. Investigate it. Maybe it's one of those curators we like so much. Alright, so as soon as we get this this place fully surveyed, then we can build our star base, then we can colonize. Oh, we got the other construction ship here. I can't do anything with that because I gotta save the money on this star base. The homeworld of the Jagra, a subjugated client species of the Arassian Concordate. Alright, so we'll look into that later. So there's 2 things here that require scientists with skill 3 or higher and then 5 or higher. The Curator Order, excellent. These guys, you know, we hate everybody, but these guys are kind of like us, right? A little bit. We might as well use them and then destroy them. I don't know what happens when you destroy a Curator Order. I know we can't right now. Their space station is much too strong for us.
Star system charted.
Alright, science ship. Do your worst. And by that I mean do your freaking best, because we are running out of room here. We found another continental world! You're crazy! You're crazy right now! That's the 4th planet! And this one's size 23? Size 23?! My mind is exploding right now. It's crazy. Crazy! Colonize that crap. Where are we going to colonize? Right here is perfect. Eventual perfection. Damn it, I forgot to actually examine it. So we want to take a look. What kind of planet is this? Well, it's got energy. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got no minerals on the whole planet. The whole planet has no minerals. It's also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 1 mineral. 8, 9 food. Damn. Well, it doesn't have to be a food planet, I guess. It can be whatever we want, but... Huh. I guess it could be another food planet. Although it really should have a secondary thing besides food. It can be an energy planet. Let's be real here. This can be an energy planet because it does have 5 energy. And we've already got a food planet. The reason I try to maximize them is because you get a lot of buildings that'll be like, well, mineral production here is plus 10% or whatever. And so if you maximize a particular type, you can kind of help yourself out. All right, construction ship. Let's go... Ugh. Let's build a starbase here while we're waiting. And let's also build a colony ship. Even though we're going into the red on our energy credits here. It's not great, but it is what it is. Oh, we can upgrade this reassembled ship shelter. That'll take a lot of A lot of minerals. Very lot of minerals. Whew.
Star system charted.
Another continental world. Okay, now I'm definitely happy with all of this.
Technology secured.
What did we do with our traditions here? We did get the extra pop on the new colony, so that's happening, and then soon we'll get the extra core systems increased by 2. We already have core system increased by 2 because of Gestalt consciousness, so we'll get all the way up to 7. It'll be fantastic. We will show them who's boss. It looks like they have 3 planets that are tropical or wet in some way. Tropical, and tropical. We need to blow them all up and take them for our own. Not quite yet, but soon. We're working our way towards that, which is why we need blue lasers. That's why we need blue lasers. And hopefully shields shortly after that. What are we low on? We're low on society research. We could build a society research headquarters. Oh, that's right. This one gives it all 3. No need to choose. That's what makes it great. How's the DLC? Hey, Sork. The DLC, I recommend getting Utopia right now. It's on sale. I think it's 60% off. Strength from small places. We found bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light. We want to find energy production or military use. We're a little low on energy production. I think we're going to check that out first. Because in the end, extra energy is... Oh, look at that. We found it. Enhanced solar power, plus 5% energy credits. Extra energy is extra military in a sense because you have to pay for the upkeep of all those ships. All of our edicts just ended. Let's go back in here and check. Damn, the edicts were in this menu for a really... That's how I learned the game, and now they're all hiding in here. All right. The drone campaign growth speed increased. Yeah, I think we want that. I think we probably want to continue that here. We could do capacity overload at this point to help us with the energy situation. I think it's a good idea. Now that we're sitting at a higher production than we were before. So that'll help.
Technology secured.
Technology is secured. Biolabs. Fantastic. We need those. A gene clinic. You put it on a society area, it gives you a unity and increases growth speed. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I think the hydroponics farms are where we're going from here. Or the tile blockers, because that new one... Let's see, how many kelp tile blockers are we dealing with? Wow, quite a bit on this planet. Yeah, let's get that. As much as I want them hydroponic farms. Oh, we need some science here to make him feel better. I really need minerals. I got so many upgrades to make. I need the minerals. So in fact, once he's done with that starbase, I actually want to send him here for minerals. Why here? Why not in the other place he was just in? Because this one's going to be more well defended. It's closer to the fleet. We're going to build a starbase here. This one, that too is less defended. And then as soon as he's done building that, we're going to send him up here to build a starbase. Wow, did you see that? Hang on a sec. It calculates the amount of minerals I have out to the thousandths of a mineral. That's pretty interesting. So this continental world is size 19. That's very good. Average is around 16 or 17. We had a 23 here, a 19 here, and I can't remember what Belza here is. Looks like a 12, 14. So we did a little bit worse than average, and then 2 that are a little bit better than average. That's great. New anomaly, good. This guy is going to go, oh, I can't afford it if I want my other thing to work, so damn it all to hell. Yeah, we're going to wait. So one of those construction ships is just going to be, you know, not doing anything for a while. Grab a Snickers, really, is what we're telling him to do.
Star system charted.
Alright, so that system's charted. These guys going up there and then coming back down
Construction complete.
over here. So we managed to lock him out of this easy access. He's going to have to go around to block us. But you can see we have a bit of a border now with these guys. I think we want to declare our rivalry in order to get more influence faster. And it gives us an animosity causes belli. A whiff of something. Recovered in an elongated metal box. Clusters of small perforations. It is not a container, but some sort of aerosol dispense device. Initial testing to confirm special project has been issued, which might be an information-carrying device constructed by some alien race, primarily through the secretion and reception of atmospheric-borne chemical compounds, aka smells.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, we hate all life, including you guys. All right, you're gonna have to die. That's all there is to it. But man, we need to really settle all these areas that we can first. It's just too valuable not to do. Plus, if we start taking a dip now when we're not producing that many minerals, if we start building a giant fleet that we can't afford to deal with, it's going to be a problem. Okay, let's build a starbase here, which we actually have enough for starbase over there. Let's get another colonization thing over here. Once this colony's done, we'll get a lot of our energy back, and once this colony's done, we'll get the rest of it back. So we're down 16 right now, so we actually are producing a good amount of energy credits. It's just not enough to cover both colonizations at the same time, but that's short-lived. We have a lot of upgrades to make here, including energy, but that can wait. You are going to definitely be set up on minerals, my friend. We need that to happen ASAP. Speeding up the game here to speed 3 a little bit.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found 5%. Strange mountain formation. It does not appear to have formed naturally. Let's go look at it.
Technology secured.
What do we got? Building speed is finished. Fusion missiles, ceramic metal armor, or Corvette hull points 100. You know, ceramic metal armor offers a little bit more armor, but this offers 100 hit points to every Corvette for the rest of the game. I don't know. That might be what we want. Current metal armor gives us what? 50. So even just upgrading to this gives us an extra 15 metal armor. Let's take the extra 100. I know the hit points on hull are not nearly as good as hit points of armor, but 15 versus 100 is a pretty huge difference. Means our guys will stay alive longer.
Construction complete.
What was thought to previously be a sort of mountains in southern hemisphere was actually a massive skeleton of a single colossal alien life form. We can investigate it later.
Updated.
We want to build mining stations. But which one do we want to build? We want to build the one that's going to give us 3 minerals first. And then we'll build the one that gives us 5 energy, because that's also valuable. One of our planets just became self-sufficient. Fantastic.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we're going to colonize this planet. Let's find out what it's good for. 3 minerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 science. This could be a science world. What does it have here? Happiness plus 5, wherever we put it. Natural beauty. I think, just because we don't have one yet, let's take a look at that other world, actually. There's one more world here. 1, 2, 3, 4 minerals out of the 16. And then a couple of empty spaces that we could put some more minerals in. Wow, weak magnetic field and high gravity make this not a great planet, actually. Habitability is still 70%, but anyway, let's come back to this one. Let's make it a mineral world, because it's got a lot of open areas that we could use for almost anything. Unfortunately, there's no energy for me to put this down on, so we're just going to put it down in the middle here. This will be our mineral production center. We'll focus it that way. Could be science, but we've already got a lot of good science.
Colonization in progress.
Build some mining stations there. Let's get them producing. Meanwhile, we got to get rid of another hazard here, or else we got problems. Let's upgrade this mining network. That's good. And then what do we want? Extra food. I think extra food is going to be helpful. Ooh, mineral processing plant would cost a lot. Because it gives us that 10% boost. Let's wait a little bit and get it. Oh, requires a planetary administration. Screw that. Let's just wait. Let's just get a regular... We can put a mineral processing plant on it later if we really want to. Huh. Storm systems like Jupiter. That's good to know.
Construction complete.
Wow, Monboth. Very good.
Construction complete.
Let's build that starbase out there.
Construction complete.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources in this little pocket here. I want it. I want them all. Build those mining stations. We're finally getting our mineral production at a good clip.
Star system charted.
Alright, that one's done, so he's going to fall back and start checking our tenuous connection to the rest of the universe down there. This one is also a great spot. Detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomena. A wormhole in Dearth. So who knows where that goes? We got to treat that like it's its own waypoint. I still want this whole thing to myself as like my main home system. That'll be our fallback position if we lose any wars. We want to hold that area. 540 for mining stations. Well, we can basically do that next month. All of the mining stations. Build them all. I believe in you. He's doing the same thing here. We're low on society research, which doesn't really get... You don't get a lot of that out in the world. You got some there because, well, you do. The new war score is brutal. Yeah, you're right, Recon. It is. I kind of like that the wars are slightly faster and less... They don't drag on so much. Maybe they overtuned it in that direction a little bit too much. I'm certainly open to that argument. And I expect we might see a slight tweak to back that off so you don't gain so much war exhaustion by winning battles, for example. I think that's the biggest criticism that I think has the most justification.
Construction complete.
All right, you got that. You're going to build your mining stations on it. There we go. Now, once you get over 50, you start cruising. You can start expanding more readily into things.
Technology secured.
I like securing technology. Ooh, a flat 5% research improvement for the rest of the game can be pretty valuable. And we're doing okay on physics, so I don't need the physics lab just yet. There's too many other things we haven't paid for to upgrade. This needs to be upgraded because it's a reassembled ship shelter. Goes up here, gives us a lot more energy and an extra unity every month. Unemployed? That guy's not doing anything! This is a food planet. We could build more food here to help the growth in the other places. Or we could build a basic science lab here. Yeah, let's make this a science place instead of a food place. They're all going to have food. This is going to have science. Even though there's no natural science to study on that tile, it's fine. It's fine. The more outposts you build, you take a hit to your research percentage. That's absolutely right. It's the cost of research increases. Here you can see, because I have 13 systems, I have 20. That's 13 outside of your homeworld, so it's actually 12 systems, which means I have to pay an extra 24%, 2% per system in science costs. So the more you expand and the faster you expand without fully developing your scientific base can be problematic. To that end, let's come back and build a research station here. A lot of things that we have foregone. Mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago. Okay. So they wrote something on the planet. Ah, we got a couple of things here. Got rid of those bad tile blockers. Defense army damage is good to have, but not yet. Heritage sites. Produce more unity. That can be valuable. Nothing matches our biology here. None of these are things I really care about, so let's grab a heritage site. Can we afford to put one on our capital? Our capital doesn't have anything that doesn't have at least one base. Like, there's no empty tiles on which to place it. You see, every tile has something listed down here under the terrain. So, kind of feels like building Unity on that one would be a bit of a mistake. We could build it here, though, an Auto Chiton monument to the first pioneers to venture into space. Yeah, we'll put that on our first colony. That makes sense. Now, what do we got here? Corvette hull points increased. Railgun 3? Yeah, sure. Didn't we just get new lasers? Or did we forego those? Ship designer. What are our lasers at? Yeah, we got blue laser too. That's pretty good.
Anomaly found.
Let us build a few more of these corvettes, just in case. Just in case we get a war that we're not expecting. We don't want to be caught completely unprepared.
Construction complete.
There's evidence that the current climate of Rizalis 2 is the cause of a runaway greenhouse effect triggered by massive amounts of pollution. The oceans have boiled away and the planet is permanently enclosed in a dense cloud layer due to the thick atmosphere. Some interesting science to be pulled from that.
Complete.
And where is that? Down here.
Star system charted.
An unidentified empire has a station in the system.
Construction complete.
No! Somebody beat us? What do you mean, unidentified empire? What is that? Shouldn't we have a thing to, like, investigate it? Oh, that's it right there. So we have a curator. We know there's a curator over here, curator knowledge. We'll see what this one is. Hopefully it's the merchant one. I always find those can be most valuable when you're like running out of one resource and you have too much of the other. All right, let's search those areas there.
Charted.
That's finished being charted, huh? Let's go one more in this direction. It's a little going out on a limb to go this far away from our main area. This area back here feels safe. Let's go claim this before he does. It's not a great thing. It's only 6, but 6 is better than nothing. And then we'll come back here and rebuild all of these things with our construction ship. We don't have to claim this yet. I think getting these base resources that are already in our system is more valuable at the moment. Artisan troop. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see. They're probably only good for blowing up as far as we are concerned, us in this authoritarian hive mind of doom. Let's upgrade our ships, but before we do that, let's take a look at our ship design, because we have unlocked some things now. I'm going to do a new Corvette, and we're going to call it, let's see, the Type O, because it will be, you know, an all-around Corvette. Nothing special. We're going to put a coil gun and a laser. Let's actually, you know what? We'll call it the Type KL. Kinetic laser, but kinetic first. 2KL. I've been struggling with a good naming convention, so I remember what I've done with a given Actually, shields are a little better overall if we have the power for them, so let's do that. Now, you always want some armor and some shields if you can do it because they defend different things. You can see here that the lasers, energy weapons, basic lasers rather, do more damage to armor and less to shields. So shields defend against lasers, and armor protects against kinetic weapons. The basic kinetic weapons. So that's why you want a little bit of both. Unless, maybe, do we want to just make one type of ship instead of putting it on both? Yeah, let's do this. This is going to be our Type 3K. Boom. 3K ship. Alright, now we go to the Fleet Manager, and we want to take this Phi class, we're going to switch it out for a Type 3K. In fact, I need to delete the 2K. There we go. So now, when these guys upgrade, they'll upgrade to that new 3K type that I just made. And I can go in here, and I'm going to make a new design and call it Type 3L. We're going to put a lot of lasers on that. And then we got shield, and armor. Because when you got an odd number, that's the way you do it. And finally, let's do a little gunboat. Type G. The guided missiles, they go straight through the shield. And they do hull damage. So they hit armor. So we need something that can take out armor, but only after the shield has been taken down. Let's use a blue laser. That's just, I'm feeling the laser. Alright. Put that here. A couple of deflectors. Type G. So now we've got a bunch of different types here. Missile boats, probably not super great right now, so I'm not going to put them in my fleet, but I have them there just in case. Meanwhile, let's add a new, in addition to the 3K, let's put some 3Ls in here. Let's just make it another 8, a solid 8 of each. So now, whenever I tell this fleet to reinforce, it will try to spend as many resources as possible reinforcing to that 16 that I just built up there. I want to go this way soon, but that is also fantastic.
Star system charted.
A star system has been charted. Fantastic. Why don't you have the planet destruction ship in the new start screen even if you have the DLC? I'm not sure. Are you using a mod that might change the start screen? I don't know. I haven't heard that being an issue before. Let's deal with these situations. Wow, that's a lot of things that need to be upgraded. And the planet also needs to get this cleared out because it's got nowhere else to build anything. Energy has plenty of energy, so let's upgrade these science things. What do we need? We're very short on society research, so let's bump up that bio lab. Meanwhile, I'll come back here. Speaking of society research, let's clear that out and also build a hydroponics farm there. Meanwhile, this has got a guy with no building. Unacceptable. He needs a building. This poor guy has no building either. Build some science for him. Those base science labs are some of the best investments you can make, because you get one building that gives you 3 output. The surface of Tuban Prime M is covered with lush forests with massive tree and analogs rising hundreds of meters into the air. Interestingly, our colonists have found that nearly all the flora is mobile. Well, that can't be allowed. Forests stretching for miles slowly migrate to new areas. No. No. Where is this? Tuban Prime M, one of our brand new colonies.
Situation log updated.
We'll be dealing with that in a very particular way. The migrating forests, we gonna burn them. But you know, before we do that, maybe we should get some defenses, you know, just in case the plants fight back. We'll build a couple of armies here. And we'll land them on the planet.
Construction complete.
No, I just spent all my resources. That's too bad. This universe is kind of dirty, right? We're exploring it, and you get that, like,
Construction
weird thing. The colonial authorities have reported that one of the local wandering forests has migrated to another region on the planet. Hundreds of thousands of trees have uprooted and marched in unison to the new area, trampling everything in their path. Unacceptable. Look at these wandering forests. Burn them to the ground. Now it's got natural beauty, and we're about to blow it up. We don't care, do we? There's no happiness. They're just drones. We don't care about happiness. All right. Anyway, we're in the process of building the military units that we want to defend it, just in case. You know. Oh no! More space pirates. But where? Do we know where? Did it point us there for a reason? No, we can't afford to build anything there yet. Yeah, they hide the fact that your outposts do cost you something, really.
anomaly found.
Let's land on the planet and defend it.
Construction complete.
Oh, can they not land? Oh, yeah, they can. Okay, that's fine. This is fine.
Construction complete.
Oh, there we go. Let's build a mining station there. Intellectual trait. Fantastic. That sounds good. I like it. After identifying an anomaly with the gravity well, we discovered a shattered wreckage of an ancient ore super freighter buried deep within the asteroid's crust. It must have carried a load when it crashed. Where was that? This guy here. Wow, yeah, look at that. 8 resources. 12 resources. Damn.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we'd like that too. We'd like all of it. We are a devouring swarm that does not eat people. It just takes over things. Survey speed's faster. That's the deflectors that we wanted. Level 2 deflectors. Now, where on this planet might we build another Unity place? There we go. What about this planet? Does this planet have room for that? It does. We're going to build a Unity place right there. But we're also going to build a mineral network here. Yeah, until we actually get rid of all these wandering forests, we're going to have a problem. This is almost done, so I'm going to start that burning things down quest. It's going to cost a lot of our engineering research to figure out how to burn it down effectively and efficiently, but we've done it. Just in case there's something crazy. We got a slightly better defensive situation now.
Construction.
I don't know. I'm concerned. Let's get one more. One more.
Construction complete.
We're at 64 now. We're slowly climbing. Very slowly climbing that mineral income. Somebody is working but needs a home. Needs some building.
Construction complete.
Building a mining network for him. This guy has somebody who's working but also needs a home. Oh, we need more minerals. Alright, there! We finally got the Ascension perk. Starbase capacity increased by 2, but more importantly, boom! 7 directly controlled systems. Now, nihilistic acquisition. We don't raid people. That's just not who we are. We don't capture them. We just kill them, right? We don't care. Starbase influence cost, claim influence cost. That's pretty good, actually, in a sense that our starbase influence, planting them down, building the star bases out. I mean, we have plenty of influence right now, so that's not as big a deal. Technological ascendancy seems like it would be pretty valuable in a wide game like this. Monthly unity also pretty good because we get that penalty, but I think I want to go with mastery of nature to make these planets bigger. Imperial prerogative, edict duration. This one also super great. 20%-ish, because it would go up to 110% instead of 120%. Shared destiny. No, we don't have any subjects. We just burn everything to the ground. Edict duration. I really like that one. Mastery of nature, adding extra tiles to planets. The thing is, we only have the one small planet. So this isn't as good as it would be if we were filled with small planets. If we did that, I'd take that. But I think Executive Vigor is going to be valuable through the whole game because those new edicts can be super potent. So I'm going to take that. It's going to put our influence to much better use over the course of the game. And it's going to make those edicts more valuable.
Charted. Construction complete.
Alright. Come back over here.
Found.
More anomalies. Fantastic. How's our research going on that thing here? 8 months left to burning down the forests.
Construction complete.
Let's give these guys a general, why don't we, while they're here? This army. Just in case. Army morale and army damage, that's good. 25% army morale.
Construction complete.
Charismatic versus a glory seeker. I want the charismatic guy. I don't know about you. Let's build some stations. We got a bunch of resources built up here. There we go.
Special project complete.
Alright, a napalm bombing campaign has been effective in decimating the migrating forests. The massive firestorms. Massive firestorms have left a smoldering landscape in their wake, which the ecologists planted more traditional and more significant, less mobile off-world trees. Losses to plants' wildlife has been substantial, but all within acceptable limits. So that's good. Let's go take a look at that planet. This is it, right? This is the one that had all the migrating trees? No, it was Tubin. There we go. Most migrating trees have been removed. All right. Not quite as bad as I thought. We still have natural beauty. Not that natural beauty does anything. Didn't we just determine that? Because we don't care about happiness and migration doesn't happen with our empire. It's certainly a lot easier to play as a hive mind. You don't have to deal with any of that internal politics or happiness or anything like that. There's so much less to worry about. And you can even be friendly if you wanted to. You could be a friendly hive mind. I've chosen to be a not friendly hive mind. Alright, let's spend our extra resources here building up our fleet. You can see we have 8 of 23 naval capacity. Well, that's not going to stand. We're going to need more than that. So how do we do that? How do we go about increasing our naval capacity more? We got to upgrade a starport and build the correct modules on it.
Construction.
The modules, like you can put an anchorage to increase your naval capacity by 4, for example. Thing is, you want to do those all on the same star base. You don't want to spread them out because there's another building. I mean, I kind of wish they didn't do it this way, but they basically say, okay, build one starbase, upgrade it all the way, and build nothing but anchorages on it, and then build nothing but, the other building that you can build on there that improves. Well, I guess you can only build the anchorage improvement one time.
System charted.
Anyway, we have an army. So we have the beginnings of an army anyway on Tubin. So let's do what we are planning to do here. Let's upgrade this starport and build some anchorages on it.
Complete.
So we're going to start our military campaign on these guys soon. We're finally getting some decent mineral income. Where can we get more mineral income? Here it is. The Hethian dynastic union. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on communication with another empire. Oh, okay. Slaving despots. An enlightened monarchy that enslaves people. Okay, I gotcha. Anyway, we got the new heritage site. This can be very valuable. Gene clinic. We got that before. I wasn't super excited about it. Clearing the dense jungle off our planets is going to be something we have to do eventually. And right now we're not hurting for leader capacity, I don't think. So let's deal with that. Alright, this guy's a level 5. I'm actually going to take him off whatever he's doing, and I'm going to have him research all our research projects that have been lapsing for the last little bit. I don't see any more. I think it's just those 3. Okay, that's good. They're pretty close to him. We got another construction ship. Alright, come back here, build the mining stations, build the research stations. There we go. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to upgrade this starport, I think. Maybe put the anchorages there. Unless, did I already start that here? I did, actually. This is where the anchorages are going to go. Because it's a good kind of point in the middle of my empire. It'll give us an extra 8 naval capacity.
Construction complete.
We don't need the anchorages yet, but we do have it there for when we want to.
Technology secured.
Technology secured. Improved deflectors. Good. A new UV laser. Hyperdrive 2. I like that. I also always liked research alternatives. We're going to need those military-focused things, so let's do that. Each of those military upgrades, I think, gives you about a 30% improvement over the previous level, or thereabouts. Unlocking fusion missiles might make those guided missile ships better, but a destroyer is going to be much more valuable to us. Alright, we got a lot of these things that need to be cleared out. For science.
Star system charted.
There's somebody here who does not have a proper job. You. Hydroponics farm. You know what we need? We need to increase the ship planetary administration. We did upgrade that there. Let's upgrade this thing to produce more unity. And yes, we can upgrade the reassembled ship shelter to a planetary administration. That's one of the biggest and most valuable upgrades because it unlocks new building types on the planet. Can't get, like, power plant 2 or mineral production 2 until after you deal with this. This is a very volcanically active planet. We're going to have to deal with that soon. Oh, we can also get the reassembled ship shelter. Boom. Done. Okay, so now all our planets are going to have built up their planetary administrations. And we looked at this planet and we said, geez, those are some awful... Growth speed is down, and building cost is up. That's actually the only two things that affect us there. We don't care about the happiness hit. And not really care about the habitability hit either. Habitability affects growth. So this is going to grow slower, but look at all the great things that are in this area. Now, one of them is on that, but yeah, it's okay. Alright, we're at 72. When we get to 100 mineral input, I think that's when we want to start looking into a military solution to this problem we have in our west. Which means we need to focus on... Not food. We got plenty of food. Let's put you here and let's give you a brand new mining network.
Construction complete.
So there's a nice 7 and 6 deposit right there. They also have their own energy coming with them, and another one over here. Once we get those 3 added to our empire, maybe this one down here, then we're in really good shape. And I think we will be self-sufficient enough to go after these guys. Now, this one is also beautiful. Just gorgeous. We might just jump down to grab that one ASAP as well. So what are edicts that we could put out right there? A lot of them happening. A lot of them just ended. Well, look at that. Map the stars, not as important. Capacity overload, let's keep that one going. Let's get a nice reserve of energy credits. Growth speed. Not as important as it used to be, but let's take it again because it's cheap. It's food instead of influence. The game is a bit confusing, Eternity. Let me know if you have any questions. It's a lot like a lot of other Space 4X games. You got your planets here, and this is like a civilization game. All of these guys are producing something. This guy's producing food, energy, minerals. These are 3 types of science, but they're all effectively the same thing, right? You got physics, society, and engineering. Those let us do research in 3 categories: physics, society, and engineering. But if you think of it as there's only 3 things that are produced by this planet. It's food, energy, minerals, and science. Science just happens to come in multiple categories. Speaking of which, we can upgrade this one to provide either more engineering or more society. Now, we're a little low on society research in comparison to the other 2, so we're going to choose the biolab to get us more engineering there. And you can see that this is a blue bar down here because this is a growing pop. It's not actually there. This is a portion of the population that's growing, is what it's trying to say. Each of these pops represent a small segment of the population of this planet. Because we colonized it, you know, because it's our home planet, we've been expanding. We're now expanding over more of the planet. It's not fully populated yet. Construction ship. We do want to expand down here. We're going to build a starbase. And then we're going to exploit all of these extra planets here for resources as soon as that's done. We're trying to increase our mineral income to about 100. And then we're going to declare war on these guys over here and do what we must. Which is wipe them off of the face of the galaxy, right? That's what we have to do.
Construction.
It's almost in the contract. So this guy is going to come down here and build a mining station. You can see there's 3 energy credits that are available if we build a mining station on one of the planets in this sector. If we zoomed in, we can see it's actually the star will give us 3 energy credits if we build a little mining station on it. There's a little blueprint because we're going to build it soon. We've tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pot ended up in stellar orbit. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe it does not exist. Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We're done. There's nothing more we can do here. The only plus side to this is that we've had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions. When we cannot stomach to keep investigating this damn thing. Why? Every once in a while, when you try to figure out the mystery of the ceramic pot going around the star, you wind up just with nothing. You can't figure it out. Sometimes you figure it out, sometimes you can't. That's just how it is. Yeah, Eternity, let me know if you have any questions. It is a crazy space civ game, but it's a paradox-style twist on it, and I'd say it's absolutely worth it if you like strategy games. Now, it does, it takes a little bit of getting into, just like if you were dumped into Civilization having never played it before, that is also going to be a little overwhelming. But there are a lot of parallels, so if you've played other 4X-style games, you got resource income, it comes from planets, or in this case, also installations like mining installations, right? This is green, which means that we are getting the benefit from this because we have a little mining station here that's mining the main planet. We have another mining station that's mining the minerals here. If I hold down the Alt key, you can see all the green numbers are numbers that are actually already have mining stations on them. So I'm getting minerals and energy credits and stuff. This is all space-based. All the planetary stuff is located on these planet things here, and we can see the planetary summary. This is how much they're making. If we go here, we can see each individual planet. This is how many energy it's making, etc. We found an anomaly, however, while we were exploring with our science ships. The atmospheric patterns of the planet are highly atypical for a gas giant of modest size. So we will have this particular scientist research this. It's only a level 1 anomaly, so there's a very low risk of him failing it. So we'll send him to figure that out. Yeah, Eternity, I have a 3-part series essentially describing and going through all the different systems in the game. If you are interested in learning Stellaris, I definitely point to that one. If you just go through my channel and search Stellaris in the videos, you'll find it. I bet if you actually search YouTube... Oh, why am I offline on YouTube? What happened here? I wonder what happened. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to see what happened with YouTube. It's been weird all day. I tried getting to the dashboard earlier, and it was giving me this really long problem. All right. Thanks, Eternity. Yeah, if you search for Bridger on YouTube or Bridger and Stellaris, you'll find it. Actually, it looks like we're still live on YouTube, so maybe that was just a bug in the interface.
Complete.
Build more mining stations. We're at 76, working our way up there. Huh. We've run out of places to build new things here. Because we've got these blockers. Dense jungle. We can't clear it until we get the right technology popping up.
Construction complete.
We had assumed that it was an abnormality of small gas giant. Is in fact not. Beneath the deceptive cover of thick swirling dust in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet, a barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. It has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community. But the guy who figured it out got 200 experience. Good job, guy. There's one more secret to unlock in our situation log. Actually, where is this one? Oh, it's way over there. So once he's done, you can head over here and try and figure out what's going on with that smell-o-vision. Got a lot of upgrades that could be done here. I'm going to hold off on any more so I can build up some minerals in reserve.
Construction complete.
I think I'm going to skip over this system and just go straight to Stenlar.
Technology secure.
It's going to cost me 75, though. I might as well just get it on the way. Dense jungle is now clearable. Fantastic. If this was volcanoes, I'd absolutely take it, but, I mean, as it is, how many dangerous wildlife and planetary resurfacing do we need? Dangerous wildlife and mountain range. There's 1 dangerous wildlife, 2 mountain range. That's pretty much it. I don't think we need those as much. We'll take starbase capacity, build more of them. No, you know what? Let's at least take 1 of these. Ah, We can choose to go down a new path. We started down Discovery. Supremacy is definitely one of the ones we're going to want. It gives us even more starbase capacity. Ship build speed goes up. Ship upgrade costs go down. Fleet command limit is increased. Flat rate. It doesn't give us a naval capacity output. What can we get here? Survey speed increased. Science ship combat evasion. Gain research points equal to 1/10 of our monthly gain when surveying planets. Well, if we're going to take any of these, we really have to take them earlier on, don't we? Leader experience gain increased by 25%. Assist research now also produces unity. Alright, we'll make our way down the discovery tree. Just so we get that Ascension perk, since we already put 1 point into it. Mineral income is already stable. Third construction ship might be more efficient. I mean, it's stable, but I'm also hitting the wall on it, while also upgrading my planets. Hey, an Arassian research thingamabob. Alright, we can actually remove some of this dense jungle now. And look at how many things we are able to upgrade right now. Another biolab. Let's do one engineering facility, and then that, and whatever this is. Another basic science lab. We're already back to 0 on the minerals. So what's it cost to upgrade these guys? 128. Let's do it. Keep them up to date.
Upgraded.
We're at fastest speed. We know we're going to have to destroy a station that's at least as strong as these ones. At least 500 strength. We're at about that right now. But if they've built any defense platforms, that could be up to 1,000 or more. But now we have destroyers, my friends. Now we have destroyers. And we're going to need to invade these planets, so I want powered exoskeletons. That'll also help our mineral income to the tune of, let's see, about 10 or 5. The migrating forests have resurfaced. Who knew that isolated pockets of their kind had survived, but they appeared dormant? It seems they used this reprieve to replenish their numbers, and they have begun systematically attacking our settlements. Contrary to what we believed, they clearly possess some form of rudimentary intelligence. They must be stopped! Oh, God! Oh, there they are! Rampaging forests! Attacking our poor defensive perimeter. Autonomous Drone 38 is doing a fine job of handling it, however. Let's see. 28 versus 6. Yeah, they're not very strong. And we've got the assault armies there helping out.
Construction complete. Adversarial ground forces destroyed.
Huzzah. I like it when that happens. Let's upgrade this guy to another biolab, I guess. And we'll build him a farm and then get rid of his other thing. That's a problem now. Ugh. Okay, and then another biolab, right? Oh my god. There's too many biolabs. I need to get a physics lab coming up soon. If we get that option, I need to take it. Here we go, 1 month, and we'll be able to maybe get a physics lab. Let's find out. Project complete. Several research logs. Another Arassian artifact recovered. Fantastic. That's the precursor. Physics lab is an option, and I said I have to take it, don't I? I would like to have disruptor, but physics lab it is. We need that first and foremost, just so that we can build a few of those. Now here, let's build you here, and let's build you some mineral processing plant. Yep. Oh, and we can get to upgrading here.
Star system charted.
Getting an outpost there. Let's go down this way and just go straight for those minerals, and then we'll work our way backwards, building all the other resources.
Construction complete.
Science ship with nothing to do. It found a continental world, a size 15 continental world, which is not too bad. Wait, it's only got a 1-1? No, it's got more stuff in here. Okay, the 1-1 is on the outside. Wait a minute, what were those things here? It's atmospheric aphrodisiac, and it's got titanic life. Well, that's interesting. Alright, well, I'm glad you found that science ship. Keep heading back in this direction. Let's find out what's back here. all the way. There's a nebula back there. Could be hiding something. We found Iota aliens. Shroud nebulae block outside sensors from being able to see into their system. That makes them pretty good for defensive areas, so that your enemy can't see what you're hiding in there. So they come poorly equipped. We're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna build them some more power plants. Remnants of a Jorgran subspace message have been found, which appears to have been transmitted to the homeworlds of the Erastian Concordance client's other species. The time to strike at the tyrants is now. Our agents have learned that Javorian pox only affects the weak Erastians, but any species can act as a carrier for the disease. Every effort must be made to infiltrate their worlds, their space stations, their ships, even their unintelligible. At long last, the Erastians have met a foe that cannot be brought low by their vaunted star fleet. The Erastians' concordant was not like a good thing, apparently. People didn't like them. And then a disease struck. Let's learn about these Iota aliens. I want to know more. So yes, the question about using the extra construction ships. I do want to build up a surplus of minerals with which I can build a fleet from. So using all my minerals to build out on construction ships is probably not the best. Hello, Fox. Not for a long time on Tales of Citizens. I am currently... There were some issues drama-wise that created a bit of a rift between myself and Gray. So if I did restart Tales of Citizens, I'd have to find some new co-hosts, and that's a giant pain to find somebody who's compatible with my style and with me, and it's just not something I want to do. But I'm leaving the option open in the future. I'll probably put up a video soon, just saying that it's on hiatus for an indeterminate period of time. Right now, I'm also just kind of waiting for some high-quality product to come out. Like, it's just been in this limbo of shitty, buggy, and like, okay, I know, but eventually it's got to be good and complete and polished, right? Eventually. I want to see that part once it happens. Generally speaking, I hate early access stuff, and my patience with it is running out. So while I'm still hopeful, I'm just not nearly as excited as I was 3 years ago. I think I want to take this rare technology. You might never see this again, so we might as well take it now. An extra 100 Corvette hull points. We've already got the previous one, so this is just doubling that bonus. Here we go. All right, so we're going to get these 12, and that's going to put us over the top.
Complete.
And then we'll be ready. So to that end, let's take our star bases, like this one here, and start building up the anchorages. Now there's also a special building that you can put in that improves the effectiveness of anchorages, but we don't have that unlocked yet via research, so we can't deal with that. Which other ones might we want to put an anchorage on? Whoa! The structures on Ladium 1 are not as old as we first believed. We get a bunch of research. That's nice. Let's build one more anchorage here on our capital. We'll change it into something else later, but for now, that's what we got. Over here, this is going to hold the line against any amount of attacks from these guys, because we're going to come in from the top. So we need this to survive. So we need to have a gun battery and a missile battery. And then, let's see, a disruption field generator. Communications jammer? Sublight speed, combat disengagement chance. Problem is, these star bases are not super valuable until we can get the FTL inhibitors online, and that comes via research. So they could go right past these star bases.
Construction complete.
So in fact, let's hold off on building those upgrades. The fleet upgrade's one we need, but ooh, something big collided with the surface of this planet. Let's investigate. So let's focus on improving our research soon.
Technology secured.
Physics lab is available. Excellent. Research alternatives, sentinel point defense, basic combat roles will help us, but what we really need is that FTL inhibitor technology before we launch this war. It would help us win it for sure. Construction ship. Where's this guy? Boom! Here he is. Build all those stations. Yes. They have the audacity to lay claim to our system. So which systems do we want to claim? I think we want to claim these 3 at the top there. Maybe 4. Take it from them. They actually have a planet in here, too, huh? It's an alpine world. They somehow... They're colonizing it now, but we don't want that. I mean, we'll bomb it to death and probably take it, but whatever. We could make some claims, and the ones I definitely want are those 2. Those 3. Those are the ones I definitely want, so we're going to claim those. And then if we get any more in the war, then we'll deal with that as we go. But the first war is very simple. I want to take all these very valuable stations away from them and give them to me. Maybe we make Andak one of them too. There we go. So now we've got 4 stations up here. We take those, we win. We win the war, basically. As long as we don't lose too many combats elsewhere. Alright, so did we unlock destroyers yet? We did, didn't we? So let's go to the ship designer and build us a destroyer. So we could... We don't have a guided missile system for the destroyers, huh? We don't think we're going to need to worry about large ships, so we don't want an artillery bow. We'll take a gunship bow and an interceptor ship stern, because we get 1 medium-type gun anyway, or 2 medium-type guns. Are they going to have destroyers? I don't know. Because the medium guns are more than twice as strong. They're almost 3 times stronger than the small guns. But they don't have as good tracking. You can see the tracking goes from 50% to 30%. So the smaller ships are easier to avoid. Will avoid damage more easily. So we're just gonna stick with a lot of small situations here. So what'll we take? We'll take a railgun and put it out front, and then we'll take some UV lasers and put them in behind. And we'll do some nanocomposite armor, and then a couple of deflectors. There we go. And we'll call this our 3K2L. Tell it to auto upgrade and save, because we have plenty of power here. I would like to have better hyperdrives and thrusters and sensors and combat rolls, but I haven't got those researches done yet. Alright, so now we've got at least a 3K2L. Maybe we'll also build a destroyer that's a 3L2K, so that we can balance it out. Yeah, let's put more shields on there. There we go. Oh, we want to make it autosave. Yes, yes, yes. Done. Plenty of power left on this thing. So now we're going to add some of that to our fleet. I would like our fleet size to be bigger. It's actually at 30 now. That's good. Fleet manager. So let's add ship to design. One of those destroyers and one of these destroyers.
Construction complete.
So now it's going to cost a lot to fully build out these fleets, but we can do it now. It'll actually get us to what? A total of 18. We can go up to 30. There we go. And we put some G-class corvettes. We don't actually have upgraded missiles, so that's probably not the best idea. Let's see. Let's go up here and build a starbase at that dead end. Alright, so we're building mining stations down there. We're really rolling in the dough now. Dyson Alpha just has a couple more things to build. This guy's going to need a science lab. This guy's going to need a science lab infest. He's going to need his first. Let's be clear. Okay. Now, we have this
Star
guys,
system
right?
charted.
These artisans. What can they offer to us, the hive mind? Monthly unity increased by 10%. I think I like it. I think I can dig that. Unity is good. What does an art piece actually do for us? Gain access to the art monument that gives us unity output +8. That's pretty good too, but we can't afford it. So, why don't we become their patron for a little while, make them like us more, and we'll get a boost to our unity, which we kind of would like now that we're spread out across the galaxy. Investigate some Kappa aliens, sure. One of the ships is currently on the way to that. What's our other thing? Yeah, they're all being researched now. Okay.
Special project complete.
Box is indeed a document of a sort. This is the olfactory thing. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives, which, going by the rapid change of odor toward the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store... How could anybody figure that out from a box? All right, bunch of experience and 350 science society research gained. Excellent.
Special project complete.
Yeah, we figured out that box. Tianki are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. Tech option research, frequency tuning. We know more about that now. Frequency tuning. Gives us energy siphon. Tons of damage to shields. Low damage to armor. Very low damage to armor. Oh, I didn't realize... Where was I actually researching this tile blocker? There we go. So let's look at the fleet manager. That's maxed out, huh? Rogue drone raiding. Rare genetic mutation, more space pirates, blah, 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 blah. So we can build 10 of the 16 that we need. We're very close to maxing out our fleet here. And yet we still want those FTL inhibitors. We really do. And I don't remember if they're in physics or engineering. I'm guessing they're engineering. And man, we are far away on that route. It's going to take too long.
Anomaly found.
Cursory scan of the planet's surface reveals a weak
Tile
signal.
blocker
Blah,
cleared.
blah, blah. Yep. Let's go back into the traditions here. We still have quite a ways to go. Space whales. Huh. Another Erasian situation here. Cavernous vault that, while easily pried open, was evidently the last safe house of refuge of technology.
Situation log.
Now you come back and you deal with this research project before you go
Special
any further,
project
buddy.
Complete.
Another special project complete. We learned a little bit more that there's some society research and engineering research going on over there. Okay.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
The vault is a tomb of hopeful immortals. No, screw them. We're not downloading their neural pathways. They could just be a threat. Everybody's a threat. Leader experience gain goes up. That means our military leaders as well, our generals and our others. Let's build another assault army, get us closer to where we need to be for that. Meanwhile, our fleet manager says we're very close to just outright buying all the ships we need to go into combat with. He's got 4. We have quite a considerable bit more than him, but he has some very dense power here in terms of resource incoming. We need some more Erasian artifacts, huh? We found some of them, but we need more. So probably by the time we get to 3,000, we'll have enough.
Construction complete.
Maybe 3,500.
Technology secured.
What did we get? We unlocked those tile blockers. What do we got here? Naval capacity plus 30 is pretty nice. Fleet command limit going up is, but fleet capacity plus, yeah. It doubles our fleet capacity there. What is that? Doctrine of fleet support. Yeah. I'm taking it. I like it. I'm happy to be a part of it. Let's do it. Alright, this guy's making his way back. Mining station, research station. And now we put ourselves a little behind, but those are the last ones we're focusing on before we go to war. And it'll, well, this one too. We'll get this one. Gulp. These guys just walking through our terrain. Like, you can just do that? You can't just do that. Go jump in a lake. Closing our borders. We don't like you. Yeah, it's a problem. Get out of here.
System charted.
I don't even know what your whole deal is. They are also on a tropical world. Also worth nomming after. Eventually. Ooh, there's a lot of dense resources over here. Tasty. I need to get to it. Fast. The latest newsletter to all our patrons. Nothing has been produced in the Enclave. They want us to... I don't need to pay for that influence, actually. Unsubscribe from this newsletter. No, that's fine. We don't need it. Oh, there were pirate stations up there. Alright, send the combat fleet to go get some more experience. Now that we know where the pirate station is. Holy crap, actually, that fleet is barely big enough to take on the pirates. We're going to have to hit our fleet manager button now. 16 ships, reinforce. Now, it's going to take about a gajillion years to get those built because I only have one shipyard, but that's okay. Adds the shadow play modifier to it. Ah, okay.
Construction complete.
Now, how are our planets doing? This needs to clear this. This needs to get some food. Hydroponic farms are always good. We got some people here that need more hydroponics. This guy's going to need some science. This guy's going to need some food. Now,
Tactical retreat.
encountered some form of alien vessels. The science ship doesn't know what to make of them, so he's retreating. Wow, he's way up there, huh? We found another natural worm. That's where we found the natural wormhole, I guess. Okay. This is also a natural wormhole. Maybe they connect. Now, what we don't know about those alien vessels, the Moo aliens. Let's research them real quick. Autocannon, Starhold, destroyer build speed could be good. We might need to replace those losses. But an ion thruster, straight up faster movement across the Empire. And we only have one fleet right now, so I can't say no to that.
Special project complete.
Our investigation into the peculiar cluster of debris and space dust. Oh. Perhaps it should be destroyed. Kill all the void clouds. One more starbase? No, let's send him home. We've built enough. We're going to need that.
Construction complete.
So where are these void clouds? That's the pirate system. This is the void cloud up here. Alright, research alternatives have increased. FTL inhibitors anywhere? Anybody? Bueller? Nope. Better shields. Automatic exploration, which I do want, but the better shields are going to be listening post and gravitic sensors. The better shields are going to be much more valuable, especially because we match the type here. So, yeah. Alright. Go take care of those pirates. You know what? Unsubscribe from this newsletter. I don't want to pay for influence. It's just it's way too much for that. So the shipyard here is still building a ton of ships, but we have now got a couple of destroyers I know these are all corvettes, but that's going to make short work of these pirates. I'm betting here. Meanwhile, we're going to need at least 10 or so assault armies under this general. Though maybe not yet, but we're going to get them anyway. We have claimed all... What's that system? Yeah, let's claim that system too. I don't want to leave any of his territory behind me. Let's not claim this one, though. Too many claims is a problem once you get into war. Because if you want to end the war and just grab all your claims without occupying all of them, sometimes you can do that as long as you don't have too many that you haven't grabbed without occupying. Alright, so speeding this up. We've got the one fleet, which is basically ready to go here.
Star system charted.
Star system charted. Construction complete. Construction ship with nothing to do, but you should. Mining and research, go.
Attacking enemy vessels.
Oh, look at that. Boom, boom. Those things are getting wiped off the face of the galaxy real quick. We've got lasers and railguns, motherfucker. 10 orders, 15 orders. Let's have him come and get some research on this. And we got some minerals and stuff as a result. There we go. Research that. They can go home now. We can build a starbase there and take advantage of that. So we got the debris research happening. We have a nice war chest ready to deal with losses for this upcoming war. I'm feeling much better about this one than I was yesterday. Hey, Desert Wolves. I look at both chats. I look at, like, it's a paradox, right? I look at the chat less often when there's, because I notice that, oh, I keep looking over and there's nothing new. And then people don't post as much when I don't interact with the chat. So it's like a deathly cycle. Therefore, you all are responsible for talking way more than you're talking right now. You see how that works? No, it doesn't really work, does it? We now have quite a lot of problems with our energy income, and I think that's with our edict. Yeah, that's including capacity overload, so that's definitely problematic. We got a lot of upkeep that we need to do something about. This is a mineral planet, so we got to build another mining network, which is going to hurt us again. Where's the person that's completely... There he is. This is an energy planet, so he will build an energy grid.
Star system charted.
And let's see. Who else can build energy-based things? We can put it on here. Power plant. Help us get that energy back. We do have a decent cushion of energy as well. Our combat ships are heading home to Dyson, where they will cost a lot less upkeep soon. Alright, we're at 26 of 30. The rest ones are being built, I think. Yeah, there's a destroyer being built in Dyson Station, but I'm surprised... Oh, here it is, right there. That's what I'm looking for.
Construction complete.
Okay. Lastly, Assist Research now produces 1 unity per science skill level. Researching uplink miniaturization increases the effects. Actually, this is the one I was going for, wasn't it? Survey speed... Oh, it's when you finish it. We'll take that. We'll get that later. We don't even have Assist Research available yet. I thought that was something different.
Construction complete.
We're down to 89. We were at 112. We're down to 89 because we got so many ships now. Of course, they're all being repaired. There we go.
Technology secured.
Ion thrusters, done. We could learn more about explosive weapon damage. That's guided missiles, I think. But do we want better guided missiles? Do we want better ceramo-metal armor? All of these are good. Let's take the cheap one. They're all cheap. Let's take a cheap one. Only less than 2 years to get that finished. Alright, so our fleet is done. Our star bases still don't have any... let's take a look at the defense platform here. That's a little odd, actually. Let's build a new defense platform. We'll call it balanced because, you know... Oh, look at that. We'll build a light section and a medium section. I didn't realize there were quite so many different ways to build these. And then up here, we'll get UV, UV, UV. And then we'll do railgun. So 2 and 2 of each of these. It's a nice balanced starbase part. There we go. Okay. Balanced class. We'll build 2 of them.
Star system.
Because if any of these star bases are going to have to deal with a problem, it's going to be this one. And actually, I'd love to build, like, a stronghold on this planet. But I don't know... Oh, we do have the ability to build a stronghold. There we go. Foreign empires are claiming more stuff. Unacceptable. I think I also want a fortress on Tubin Prime. Just in case. Let's drain this swamp and build a fortress there. Because that's how you normally deal with these things.
Technology secured.
Which tech did we get? Naval capacity. Booyah, Grandma! Ooh, a lot of strategic options. Naval Logistics Office is the one that helps our anchorages. Battle Simulators means that we could pick a place that has a bunch of shipyards that produces most of our fleets. But terrestrial sculpting is super valuable. And not easy to come by. It's a tier 3. What do these other ones do? Habitability increase, food output. Damn, there's too many good choices, but I think we got to pick the military option. We'll come back to terrestrial sculpting. There aren't too many planets that we can't live on right now. We just so happen to have 2 races that like wet planets nearby, so we can definitely take those from them. A gift from them to me, by me, to me. Still looking for that damn FTL inhibitor, by the way. Autonomous Drone 70, you better figure this stupid shield thing out soon. Because I want the FTL inhibitor. I do. Physics lab could help. I can't afford that. No. Go away. We actually still need biolabs to balance this out.
Construction complete.
And then maybe we'll go and colonize that thing while we're taking over the rest of the enemy empire. It'll be fine. Ooh. So our naval capacity is much higher, so we should look into, with all these minerals, building a secondary fleet. And the home base for this guy will probably also have to be Dyson until we upgrade something else. Let's upgrade that bad boy. Oh, you can have it either be at an anchorage. What does an anchorage do? Why does it say anchorage as opposed to starbase or shipyard? It's just telling you what's there? I know the anchorage gives us naval capacity, but does it do anything else? Doesn't seem to. Anyway, this new fleet. We're going to make it fairly similar to the other one, I think. Though not quite as big. Maybe it's big. I don't know.
Construction complete.
And we'll do the same kind of thing. Let's start with 6. 6, 6, and 1, 1. It's not huge, but we can almost finish building it, actually. There we go. We don't want to build that until we're absolutely ready to go to war, because it is tanking our energy credits to even have one ship in dock
Star
right
system
now.
Charted. Construction complete. Hulks vivisected.
Oh, we vivisected some hulks. Why, thank you for that. We're going to need one of these science ships standing by in order to start dealing with any fighting results that we have here. I don't know if we want to wait 21 more months, to be honest. We'll build a gun battery and a missile battery? Yeah. We've already got a couple extra defenses.
Construction complete.
So if we zoom in on this guy, we can see he's got those 2 little extra defensive things there.
Construction complete.
Not a lot of military power though, so let's give him a couple more balanced type things. That'll help his military power, so he can stand on his own. We don't have to worry about fighting down there with a fleet.
Star system charted.
Meanwhile, our main fleet, get 11. Coming back to this ship.
Complete.
We're at a command limit. We can't make that fleet bigger. That's fine. Each fleet has a certain size that they can reach, but we'll get a second fleet, and that's okay too. All right. I think we're ready. Is there any research we should bother waiting for?
Technology secured.
Well, we just got a new one. What was that? Oh, ceramo metal armor. That was worth it. Now, flak battery, star hold. Maybe we need a star hold before we can get the FTL tech. Either way, let's upgrade the swarm, combat swarm, and Dyson, and start the production of the other fleet
Complete.
with whatever we can. It will get us 11
Vessels
ships.
upgraded. Construction complete.
One more month and it'll get us more. Let's get 12 ships and then we're good to go. There we go. So the new fleet is being built. This one has an admiral. It's ready to go. We're going to send it out there. We're going to be bleeding energy credits, so this war's got to be over quick. A missile battery may not be great since you haven't invested much in missiles. Yes, that's true, but we can only put 1 gun battery on it. I don't think we can put 2. Maybe we can put 2? I can't remember, actually. You're right. I think we could put a second gun battery. But, you know, we'll upgrade missiles eventually. And it won't be that big of a deal. So yes, you're right. That is not the most valuable way of doing things. I agree. Let's colonize this planet, and where? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minerals. This will be a mineral planet, it looks like. But how to do? I guess to that end, we put it here, or here. Let's put it there. Put an M at the end of it and call it a day.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we've got all the ceramo metal armor we can possibly give them.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered some form of alien vessel. Oh no, there's new aliens.
Complete.
Hostile fleets present. In my territory? Don't they know this is mine? Alright. We're ready. Let's slow it down to speed 2. Declare our war.
Special project complete.
Come on, come on, come on. Nomadic civilization. They offer large space stations around Muse. Okay, some other dudes. Hello. Whoa, space cows. So war is waged to seize claimed enemy systems. Using this war goal to take claims generates 25% less threats for each conquered system. We have 4 claims we're trying to conquer from the enemy. All right. Declare war.
Declared war to safeguard our interests.
And they have some of their own claims on us. Here's our secondary fleet, currently being built. Oh man, I can't build there, huh? Build a starbase here instead. But the thing is, as soon as we start conquering these things, we get the benefit of those stations. They lose them. So there's that. So now we're watching this poor station, just in case. It's getting bonus defense platforms. We could also give it a disruption field generator. Communications jammer. Sublight speed, combat disengagement chance. Yeah, let's do that too. Just to make it a little bit harder for them. If they do try to go through Efrove. Now, they could kind of cripple me by taking some of this stuff down here. We don't want that. Alright, we've encountered a pathetic station. Absolutely destroyed it. I don't think we're even going to take any losses past shield damage. We got a little bit through the shields there from some missiles, but that's it. That's another reason, by the way, to include a missile battery, because the enemy will take damage even if you can't get through their shields. At least some damage. They'll have to either go back and repair, or they'll have to continue into your territory and not having been able to repair it. Actually, let's take this one, because if I look at my claims... Well, that's not one of them. We want to go the other way, then. We want to go to Scod.
Construction complete.
So we just captured this, and now we're gaining the 7 and 4 from here.
Star system charted.
So we're keeping an eye on what's going on over there. We researched better shields, but we do not have any station that can build that for our original large fleet, which is too bad, but Hyperdrive 2 can be very valuable for moving faster. I think that's where we're going. Scott has fallen. Moving on. So we've got 4% from attrition. They've got 4% from attrition and 5% from occupation. Once that number hits 100, we can sort of impose a peace deal on them. So now we're moving in, and it looks like most of our ships are in tip-top shape. A little bit of armor damage. Actually, this poor Corvette is almost dead. It lost all of its armor in the last fight. Which it really shouldn't have. Look at this. Just blow them up. What's the problem?
Complete.
There we go. If we can get all of these claims, we can just end the war. It'll be a lightning war. We take it all real quick. And it's super valuable, because look at all the stuff that's here.
Construction complete.
And I haven't seen his fleet. I think he knows he can't beat me. Now this fleet back here is definitely going to need to upgrade, I think. No upgrades available. Didn't we just upgrade a brand new type of armor? So why wouldn't it auto-upgrade the armor? What's the deal there? It did auto-upgrade the armor, all these. Ah, some of them were not properly auto-upgraded. There we go. And in fact, this one needs a little bit of reactor booster in order to get it to accept those shields. So the 3K has a similar problem, it looks like. It's going to need a reactor booster, but that's fine. A little more expensive to build. That one was properly upgraded. This one was properly upgraded. This one seems properly upgraded, except it can't build shields. Bingo. Much better. Alright. Here's their fleet. It's not bad. It's got nothing on us, though. Our secondary fleet... What do we have for minerals? We could reinforce this and upgrade it. We will take
Station under
Andak,
attack.
Kandodururi, and then come back and fight their fleet. And maybe that might end the war.
Star system charted.
And we got to assign a leader here, huh? Unyielding. That's interesting.
Construction complete.
I like this guy. Aggressive. Let's take him. We've taken that. Let's get the last one under our control. We lost Skod because they came and took it in a hit and run. So this starbase is currently building some ships, and then it will upgrade the swarm. These guys are still doing okay. We haven't lost a single ship yet. Some of them are in pretty bad shape, but we haven't lost a ship. Going here, fast speed. You're done.
Under attack.
Goodbye. There's the fleet. Let's go find them. This one's waiting to upgrade, and then it's going to go. Well, we don't need it. This one is going to take some losses, but it'll be fine. Prime Consciousness, Patron of Arts. I don't think we can afford this. We need to keep that energy. We're already tanking right now until we can end this war and get these guys back. So we got them down to, we got them up to 26%. We would get to claim all the things. Taking Skod. So again, this is a little lightning war, just to deny them all of these resources and convert them to ours. That's the main goal here.
Vessels upgraded.
One of our science ships surely can get up here and research that, right? Yeah, they should be able to. That way at least we'll know a little bit more about what they're using. Okay, here's an actual fight. Before they can get out, this is a big one. Our shields and armor are already damaged, but we're putting out a lot of firepower. Forced a couple of their ships to flee already. We're down to their hull on a bunch of their ships. So they're putting out a lot of damage to hull. Do they have, like, missiles? Let's take a quick look at that combat analysis. Doesn't really say what type they're putting out, does it? Oh, it does right there. Small coil gun, sentinel point defense, small plasma thrower, and large plasma thrower. The plasma throwers are really good at killing armor. Super good at killing armor. Very bad at killing shields. But their small coil guns make up for that. Meanwhile, they don't have any kind of guided weapons, so I don't have to worry about building point defense. That was my only major concern. Alright. Production targets is a very valuable edict. And since we get the edicts last twice as long Ascension perk, I think that's what we got. So I think we want that. Oh, but the volcanoes blocker is super valuable too. Yeah, we kind of need that edict. To really take advantage of it, we need to get the production targets. It gives us 20% increase on our mineral output. Alright, so we're taking the Vit. War exhaustion, occupation, relative navy strength. We're going to go hit some of their other stations with this fleet now that they're upgraded. And we'll also build them some new ships. I'm actually going to send these guys back for repairs and upgrades now that they're back in friendly space. Building a shipyard over here just so we have more than one. How buggy or unfinished does it seem right now? I haven't seen any major bugs, Emnil. How's it going, by the way? Long time no see. I mean, it's not like... doesn't seem to be any game stoppers for the most part. Yeah, we're going after that planet. In fact, we're doing so well, I think I'm going to claim this system. Because I want that planet. Oh, it's an Arctic world. I don't want to claim that. No! No, I don't want to claim it. I changed my mind. No! It's too late. I hit the button. But at least I could bring these guys. Embark all. Aggressive stance. Let's see if we can bring them around. There we go. We'll start threatening them up there, and hopefully they'll just give in and capitulate with our... Oh, why did that get worse? Demanding unoccupied claims. Crap. When you claim a planet, you have to occupy it. That's why. We got a star hold. Defense platform hull points. That could be very valuable for defending. And we're going to have a massive empire, so I don't want to miss out on this extra hull. We'll take it.
Complete.
We've almost got status quo here. All we have to do is take a little bit more, or wait a little bit longer, and we can force them. The migrating forests played a more vital role in the planet's ecology than previously thought. The wildfires we started in the absence of the forests have led to the extinction of several local species, resulting in a domino effect that has claimed several species of predators as well. Efforts are ongoing to at least partly restore the fragile ecosystem balance by introducing new flora and fauna from other worlds, but it is a difficult process that will take time. Oh, well, nobody cares about happiness. Bah. Bah humbug.
Technology secured.
Hyperdrive 2. What new options do we have? There's the planetary FTL inhibitors and the starbase FTL inhibitors. I wonder what that requires. I wonder if that does need a star fortress or what have you, but we've got it now, and it's under construction. We might soon be able to just claim all the things that we have. This is the one I wanted to claim. I didn't realize that was a crappy hunk of rock that somehow they were still managing to hang into, to have some kind of a weird habitation on. Let's take this one. That one's not actually owned by anybody. What do we got here? We can get an Ascension perk? Not quite. Research points equal to a tenth of a month when surveying planets. That one's good. That one's the one I wanted. Alright, can we force them into a status quo? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I take the ones that even if they weren't claimed? Let's find out. Nope, I only took the claims. I thought I claimed that one up there. Huh. Well, I'm claiming it now. I took the ones that were important, those ones that had tons of resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those.
Construction complete.
Now this one has Dyson as the home base, and the other one has Dyson as the home base, right? They both have Dyson. That's fine. They'll both go back there, and hopefully... Oh, God! Our energy credits are into the... Ugh. So that happened. Let's send our transport fleet back and land it somewhere. Let's just land it on Dyson. Why not? Protect the homeworld, so to speak. I don't know if they take less upkeep when they do that, but... Well, I guess we'll find out. Wow! We're also getting hit really hard in minerals. What happened? How are we producing so many fewer minerals right now than we were? Oh, because we're losing on energy, we're also losing minerals. That's why. Got it. Okay. But we are in the middle of colonizing, aren't we? Or are we not? No, the colony finished. Oof, that's a problem. Okay. Energy production focus for a while, guys. We're going to keep an eye on that energy. Make it a thing. Well, I tell you what. We no longer... Oh, God, we have no resources. Those are going to tank. Hey, ships, get back to the place that's causing lower upkeep, please. Can't fix this problem by throwing minerals at it because I have no minerals. But you know what I do might have? Policies? Nope. I already have capacity overload. Have not yet gotten the production targets. So, everything's bad. Everything's bad, and nothing's going to be better unless I kill off some of these fleets. But I really don't want to do that. So let's see if they go into dock here. If that fixes our income problem.
Construction complete.
There are some sync issues with multiplayer, you say, Ashlyn. I hadn't noticed that.
Construction complete.
But I haven't played multiplayer, so I guess it would be really difficult for me to notice that. We're at minus 11. These guys are almost back home. These guys are back home.
System charted.
The other fleet gets there. Maybe they will bring us back into the positives on energy credits. And then that will automatically bring us into the positives on minerals, maybe? Oh, that only get us to minus 3. Damn, we're still too low. Whew. Okay, I think the only option is to destroy some ships, then. Huh. Well, I guess we can destroy a few corvettes. There we go. And that, boom, popped our minerals back up once we got back above water there. So, that having been said, we're going to need this guy to build up the energy credits that we can see here and here and here. There's a lot of energy credits out there in space we got to grab.
Hulks vivisected.
Hulks vivisected. Excellent. This guy, you know what he could use? An energy grid! Yeah!
Star system charted.
This guy too! You get an energy grid! And you get an energy grid! Everyone gets energy grids and power plants! Oh. No! No, you can't have a large asteroid! Because now...
Log updated.
Oh no, because now I have to send ships after it. Alright, upgrade them. Maybe they'll be a little faster after you upgrade.
Vessels upgraded.
Alright, and then send them to stop it? Oh boy. That's going to kill us again in the whole market, the whole department. Unacceptable. Alright, build a starbase there. You need to build one over here. Get all the energy we can get. Obviously, we overbuilt. Even considering the income from all this new energy that we just gained, we got 7, 8, 9, 13. It wasn't enough. Go figure. All right.
Construction complete.
There we go. Now let's go in and we'll take here, here, and here. That will help alleviate this somewhat. Anyway, we're saving the day, theoretically. Where's our fleet? Still not here? Come on, fleet. Hurry up. This asteroid's not going to wait very long. Several significant mineral deposits that had previously been obscured by the roving forests on Tubin Prime M. Wow, that's nice. Deposits are easier to access. Here, have 500 minerals. Good deal.
Star system charted.
Hurry up, ships! They have no shields because our energy is depleted. They're going to gain them now that we've got it back, but that's certainly problematic. Okay. Well, we won our first war. Ooh, the asteroid that was approaching gave us a ton of minerals. So that having been said, let's get these guys some, power plants. And then clear out some territory for them, which we can't do because we don't have the right stuff. Tubin actually probably doesn't need this. Let's replace this. Because it's just an empty tile. So let's replace it with more power plants. Production targets, that's good. Planetary capital. All right. Off-world trading company. Now that sounds like something I want. Basic combat roles could be valuable. Plasma thrower. This is what they were using against us. Do the extra armor and hull damage. Maybe we need a cold fusion reactor to unlock the next level of power generation. Like power generator, power plant 3 or something. I don't know. But that could very well be the case. And we've already got some research towards it thanks to our friends that we destroyed. So now that we've taken a bunch of resources from them, hopefully the next war will be just as easy, if not easier. And we'll roll over and take everything if we can. Total war. No mercy. Alright, head back home here. And that way we can get that upkeep reduced. Where are we on traditions here? 50 months away.
Technology secured.
I like technology. Oh, there's our defense platform hull increases. Flak battery, fusion missiles. Lots of choices now. Advanced railgun engineering facility 2. Fusion missiles. Let's get some missile tech. As was pointed out, we don't have the highest tech on that, so having that is good. Alright, once this fleet gets back home, we'll have stabilized our income a little bit. These worlds still need to have things cleared out that we can't. There we go. Get some energy. Oh, we can get a planetary capital, which produces even more energy than this right now. An extra 2. We'll do that across the board, don't we? More energy! Yes! Look at that. Beautiful. We're already upgrading that one. We'll upgrade this first. Where's the planetary capital in this baby? Here it is. We need to clear some of this stuff out so we can get that energy generation. That planet has the capacity to do a lot more energy. We can do energy here, and energy there. We just need to clear some stuff out. It's getting 18 right now. It could get a lot more. There we go. Okay, I'm feeling more confident about our mining situation now. Apparently we never surveyed the system in here. 13 energy? Look at that!
Construction.
Man, oh man. Anyway, my original plan was to utilize the choke point near our capital.
Star system charted.
This could be the new choke point right here. 1, 2. These two systems. Then like this system.
Tactical retreat.
And this system. So that's 4 systems. We build the strongest star bases in the entire game in those systems, and it protects our entire core empire. Nope, I missed one up here too. 5 systems. We definitely want to get capacity overload happening again. Production targets, we don't have enough for it. But this is going to last for 22 years and 6 months, so that's pretty good. There's a hostile fleet of void clouds up there. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll work on this even further in the near future. And that'll probably be tomorrow night, if I'm thinking correctly. I'll probably only be able to do it for about an hour tomorrow night, so that'll be a shorter part. But we kicked this off with a nice gusto. I'll try to make the rest of these about an hour each, but I get really into it. I'm like, I don't want to stop. But this is a good time to stop, so we're going to take it right there. So tomorrow night's Monday. We'll call it 9 o'clock. Let's do a game at 9 o'clock, and we'll play for about an hour. Have a good one, everybody. See you then.